Hey everyone, this is Paulie, and coming at you with another episode here. And this is my, you can't see it very well. This is my, maybe that helps. This is my compost pile, and it's goat manure and hay. And I wanted to show you, let's see, when did I start this? Spring. I took the barn and I shoveled it out. I also raked what was all around the goat yard, and I put it into a pile back in the spring. And I wanted to show you, this is part of my if you build it they will come series, if you will. But let me pick a section here and I'll show you the worms that showed up. And I did not put any worms in here, they just came naturally. And we have a lot of these are red wigglers, but they are a composting worm, and they're just all over. And that is the main organism that is breaking all this down. So you don't have to do it indoors. There's springtail, if you can see it. Can you see it? Little white thing, it's a little blurry. Springtails, you get all kinds of things, just like an indoor bin, although you get more in an outdoor bin. Here's a good mess of them right there. And I've got plenty of composting worms, and I have night crawlers. Let's see, like the Canadian night crawlers. I got plenty of Canadian night crawlers, and I have jumpers too. Let's go to another section. This is kind of a drier spot here. Get rid of this. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking around. It's just me. Oh, dig down in there. Let's see what we have here. More of the same. But like I said, this whole thing is almost broke down, and I started it in the spring. Hey, sweetie. Okay, we'll go to one more section here. Let's go way over here. You know what? I'm gonna see if we can get some jumpers. They like to go a little bit deeper, so we're into more of a flatter part. They're more abundant in the warmer season. We're going into fall here. Yeah, that is a night crawler. That's a Canadian night crawler. You'll also get quite a few grubs. There's one. There is a jumper. Right there. Good white collar. It's a smooth collar. And normally a little more wiggly, lively than that. But he may be a little cold. He, she, it. He, she, it. Okay, here's a bunch of worms right here. Oh, look how pretty they are. And you can take these and you can just harvest them and bring them inside, just like this. Just like that, and bring them in. And for winter, you can even gather this all together or just leave it the way it is and throw a bunch of leaves on it, maybe throw some more hay on it, even some more manure, some kitchen scraps, and uh, throw a nice tarp over it, and you'll keep these guys alive. Now I've got a video where I found some worms underneath the board. I shot it right over here, and it was like 17 degrees out, but you can check that video out. I just lifted that board, and the worms were a wiggling. So they can handle very cold temperatures. They just won't thrive in it. So we found a jumper, we found a Canadian nightcrawler, composting worms, and that basically covers all your main groups, your your three groups right there. So I thought I would show you this. If you build it, they certainly will show up as long as you have worms in the area. Now these composting worms will, some of them, if I don't do anything with this, I'm going to transfer a lot of this over to my garden. But if you don't do anything with it, uh, the cocoons will hatch next year, and you'll see plenty of worms next year. Let's see if we can find some cocoons, because I know they're all over in here. There's a cocoon right there. I can never get this stupid thing to focus, but there it is, a little composting worm cocoon, and that certainly will hatch this year still. And there's a cocoon. There's a cocoon. There's really just too many to count. Here's another Canadian nightcrawler. I can tell because of the position of the clitellum right here. That is the sex organ. And the spoon-shaped tail in the back. So anyway, guys, that's another video, and hopefully that inspires you guys to make it and build it. They will certainly show up. Catch you next video.